Good morning, children. We shall start with the sixth chapter, circle. What is circle? You have learned, no? From when we are learning circle, circle, all of us know. Yes, this looks like a circle. Yeah, this is a circle. But how do you define circle? What is circle? If somebody asks you what is circle, will you show that this is circle? What is this? Circle. Circle is a set of points which are equidistant from a fixed point. The fixed point is what we call it as the center. A set of points, you know that as this line is drawn, each of this is a point over here. Okay, so set of points which are equidistant from a fixed point. This is what we call it as a circle. So what is circle? Circle is a set of points which are equidistant from a fixed point. Okay, that is called as a circle. And what is that fixed point is known as center of the circle. What do you call this? The distance from the center of a circle to the circle. What do you call it as? We call it as a radius. The segment joining any two points on the circle is known as a chord. The chord passing through the center of the circle is called as the diameter, which is also known as the largest chord. This is what we have already learnt. Okay. Now I have different types of circles over here. I have drawn 4 sets. If you look at this, you can see I have written the radius over here 5 and 5. Both the circles, they have different centers. They are different circles, but both have same radii. If the radii is same, then we call such type of circles as congruent circles. So congruent circles are those which have same or equal radii. Then you look at the second, there are 2 circles over here. And what is the speciality of this? You can see the center is same. Center is same for these circles. But the radius is different. Radius of this is this and this is different. You can see the radius is different. But center is same. Such type of circles are called as concentric circles. Concentric, same centric, concentric circle. Now you have 2 circles over here. They are just touching each other. So they will be touching each other at one point. Okay. They are touching each other at one point. And this pair of circles are intersecting each other in 2 points. This is touching in one point. This is intersecting in 2 points. Okay. These are the different types of circles. Now, in this chapter we have to learn certain theorems. And we have to solve problems based on that. So shall we go for a first theorem? Okay. The first theorem, you have it on page number 77. Okay. The statement of the theorem. Try to understand. Then we have to draw from the statement, the diagram. Okay. A perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to the chord bisects the chord. I repeat, perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to the chord bisects the chord. Understood the statement? You have to understand what is given, what you are supposed to find out also. Okay. A perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle bisects the chord. So what is given to you? A perpendicular is given. And you have to show that that bisects the chord. So first you have to draw the diagram. We are talking about a circle. We have a circle. Okay. Now what is told to us? Perpendicular. Perpendicular means it creates an angle of 90 degree. So perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord. So we should have a chord. So let us draw a chord. Drawing a chord. I am naming it as AB. Let the center of the circle be O. So perpendicular drawn from the center. So I have to draw a perpendicular now from the center of the circle to the chord. And it is already told this perpendicular means this creates a 90 degree. I am naming it as C. Okay. So perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. Now this perpendicular bisects the chord. What do you mean by bisect? Separate this AB into two equal parts. Okay. So let us understand what is given to us. We are given that a OC is a perpendicular drawn on segment AB. What do we have to prove? We have to prove AC is equal to BC. We have to prove that this part is equal to this. AC is equal to BC. This is what we have to prove. We are given that this is a perpendicular. This is clear to you what is given? I repeat the statement. A perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to the chord bisects the chord. Please remember that this is a perpendicular. Now, all that we have to do is we have to prove AC is equal to BC. How do we do it? First, we create two triangles. How do we create two triangles? We join O to A and O to B. Now, if you look at it, can you tell me what is OA and OB? This is the center of the circle. Segment from the center of the circle to the circle, it is a radius. Is a radius. So, can you see the two triangles over here? Which are the two triangles? Triangles OCA and triangle OCB. Can you see the two triangles over here? OCA and OCB. If I can prove that these two triangles are congruent, then I get this corresponding sides of the congruent triangle. So, how do I prove now these two triangles are congruent? What type of a triangles are these? Look at it. You are told that this is a 90-degree perpendicular. This is a right angle triangle. How do you prove a right angle triangle congruent? Check whether the hypotenuse and one pair of sides are congruent. See the hypotenuse. Which is the hypotenuse in both the cases? OA and OB. Can you see that OA is equal to OB? Sure. Why? Because that is the radii of the same circle. That is the radii of the same circle. Which other side can you say is congruent? Look at OC. Can I say that OC is equal to OC? Sure. Why? Because that is the common side for both the triangle. I also have that angle OCA is equal to angle OCB is equal to 90 degree. It is given to me that it is perpendicular. Therefore, I can say that triangle OCA is congruent to triangle OCB by which test? Hypotenuse side test. Okay. Now the two triangles are congruent. Therefore, the corresponding sides also will be congruent. Which side do we need? AC and BC. AC and BC. Therefore, AC is equal to BC by corresponding sides of congruent triangle CS, CT. Is it clear to you? I repeat, what is given to us? Okay, what is the statement? Perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. What is given? A perpendicular to the chord is given. What do we have to prove? Bisects the chord. How do we prove it? We have to create two triangles. How do we create two triangles? Just join from the center to the ends of it. For the other radii. Once you get it, you get two triangles. Now our next work is to prove that two triangles are congruent. We know that it is given as right angle. Therefore, we can check whether the hypotenuse is same. Surely it is same because they are the radii of the same circle. We also have common side. Therefore, we prove that two triangles are congruent. Therefore, the corresponding sides are also congruent. Just close your eyes. Repeat the statement in your mind. And try to draw the diagram in your mind with the statement that is given to you. Once you draw the diagram in your mind, okay, you join what construction has to be done, you do it. You tell yourself what is given, what you have to prove. Then you check, okay, I can get two triangles over here. Now I have to show these two triangles are congruent. How do I show the triangles are congruent? You don't have to learn the theorem by heart. If you know how to draw it, what you understand, and remaining part you can solve it. You have it on page number 77. When you write the theorem, you have to write the statement, diagram, as well as what is given to prove and the proof in the proper format. Okay. For that you refer to the text. Just understand what it is, how to draw. I think you will be able to do it. Okay. Please write it in your notebook also. So we shall go for the second one now. Okay. The second theorem states that the segment joining the center of a circle to the midpoint of the chord is perpendicular. I repeat, the segment joining the center of a circle to the midpoint of the chord is perpendicular. Once again, let's see how to draw it. Segment joining the center of a circle. This is the center of the circle. A segment joining the center of the circle to the midpoint of the chord. So we again have a chord and midpoint of the chord. So you are told I have a chord A, B. Again I have this point as C. You are told that this is the midpoint of the chord. So when you say this is the midpoint, what is given over here? You are given that AC is equal to BC. This is equal to this, given. Segment joining. So you draw the segment. Okay. The segment joining the midpoint, okay, center of the circle to the midpoint of the chord is perpendicular. So what do you have to prove? You have to prove that angle OCA equal to angle OCB is equal to 90 degree. Here you have to prove that this is equal to 90 degree. Are you getting? This is just the converse of the previous what you have learned. What we learned in the previous? Perpendicular drawn. You are told the perpendicular drawn bisect. So you were told that this is perpendicular, you have to show this is equal to this. Now in this case you are told that this is equal to this. You show that this is a perpendicular that is drawn. Again, method is same. We have to show that this is equal to this is equal to 90 degree. Both are equal. So first we have to create two triangles. Show that the triangles are congruent, angles are equal, and this is a linear pair. From there you will get the answer. So the method is same. We have to join OA to OB. You got two triangles. Now you have to show that the two triangles are congruent. Can you show these two triangles are congruent? Surely. How can you show that? You are already given that AC is equal to BC. You write that. AC is equal to BC is given to you. OA is equal to OB. Why do you say that OA is equal to OB? Because it is the radii of the same circle. Again you have OC is equal to OC. Why? Because it is the common side. Okay. So by which test? By SSS test you will show that triangle OCA is congruent to triangle OCB by SSS test. This is clear to everyone? I repeat. What is given to us? Segment joining center of the circle to the midpoint of the chord. So you are told that AC is equal to BC. What do you have to show? You have to show that this is perpendicular, that this is 90 degree. We have to create two triangles, show that the two triangles are congruent. How do we show? We know that this is given to us. This is equal to this because it is the radii. This is the common side for both the triangles. Therefore, by SSS test, we show that these two triangles are congruent. Once we get these two triangles are congruent, corresponding angles are also congruent. That is, angle OCA is congruent to angle OCB by CSCT. But we are not only to show that this is congruent, we have to show that that is 90 degree, that is perpendicular. So how do we show that? What do we know about this entire angle? This entire angle is a linear pair. So I know that angle OCA plus angle OCB is equal to 180 degrees because it is a linear pair. But OCB is same as OCA. So I can replace it. So I can say angle OCA plus angle OCA is equal to 180 degree. That is 2 times angle OCA is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, how much is angle OCA? Angle OCA is equal to 90 degree. That is, angle OCA is equal to 90 degree. If this is 90 degree, this is same as this. This also will be 90 degree. If it is 90 degree means that is perpendicular. This is how I prove it. Is it clear to everyone? This is just the converse of the previous. What does it say? A segment joining the center of a circle to the midpoint is perpendicular. So what you have to prove is that this is perpendicular. What is given is this is a midpoint. Okay, just close your eyes, repeat the statement and imagine the diagram. What is given, what you have to prove. Draw a circle in your mind. What is given? Segment joining the center of the circle to the midpoint. So imagine that is a midpoint. So that two parts are equal. Then again you have a radii, common side. You can show these two triangles are congruent. Therefore the corresponding angles are congruent. And you know these angles are equal and it is a linear pair. Therefore one of them is 90 degree, other one also is 90 degree. We show that it is perpendicular. You have it on page number 78. Please write it in your notebook. Again I repeat, once you understand, I don't think you have to learn it by heart. Try to understand it, you can write it. Name you can give any name whatever you want, does not matter. What matters is whether you are writing the proper statements. What is given, what you have to find, and the statement for the proving, how you are doing it. Okay? We have the third theorem from this chapter, that is congruent chords are equidistant from the center of the circle. I repeat, congruent chords are equidistant from the center of the circle. Congruent chords. So how many chords are there? 2 chords. And they are congruent. Congruent means they are equal in measure. So let us draw 2 chords first. I have 2 chords over here. Okay. Naming it as A, B, P, Q. Congruent chords. They are equal. So what do I know? I know that AB is equal to PQ. Congruent chords are equidistant from the center. This is my center. Center is O. I have to show that the distance from here to here is equal. So I will draw perpendicular from here. I am naming this as C and I am naming this as R. Okay. I repeat the statement. Congruent chords are equidistant from the center. These are my congruent chords. That is AB is equal to PQ. This is given to me. Okay, this is given to me. Now what do I have to prove? They are equidistant. Equidistance means they are at equal distance from the center. That means I have to show that OC is equal to OR. This is what I have to prove. I have to prove that OC is equal to OR. Is the theorem clear to everyone? I repeat, congruent chords are equidistant from the center. This is the center. You have to show that OC is equal to OR. Now, this what is given to you is perpendicular. So they are the distance that is given. Okay, they are the perpendicular. Okay. Now, to show that this is equal to this, we have to make them part of two triangle. So we have to again create two triangle. Join from here and join from here. These are the radii. So you got two triangles over here. If you got two triangles, show that the two triangles are congruent. Then you can say that the corresponding sides are also congruent. Now, how do you show that the two triangles are congruent? How do you show that these two triangles are congruent? And you know that this is perpendicular, that is this is 90 degree. So check for hypotenuse side test. For hypotenuse side test, you can say that this is equal to this because that is the radii. Now which other side? This is what we have to prove. So what about CB and RQ? Look at what is given to us over here. Okay, we are given AB is equal to PQ. Now look at CB. I can say that CB is equal to half of AB. Similarly, RQ is equal to half of PQ. You can see that in the diagram because this is a perpendicular drawn, and in the previous theorems we have already learned that the perpendicular bisect it. Okay, and since we know that AB is equal to PQ, half of AB is equal to half of PQ. What is half of AB? Half of AB is CB. So I have CB is equal to RQ. I have proved it from here. I also had OB is equal to OQ. Why? With the radii of the same circle. I also have angle C is equal to angle R is equal to 90 degree. It is given to me. Therefore, I can say that triangle OCB is congruent to triangle ORQ by hypotenuse side test. These two triangles are congruent. Once the triangles are congruent, I will show the corresponding sides are also congruent. What side I am supposed to get? OC and OR. See, OC is equal to OR. So from here I can say that OC is equal to OR, corresponding sides of the congruent triangle. All these three theorems that we have learned, we have shown that the triangles are congruent. So always we have to create a triangle by joining the radii. Please remember that. Okay. Now once again I repeat this theorem. What is given to us? What is the statement? Congruent chords are equidistant from the center of the circle. We are told that chords are congruent. We have to show that they are equidistant. Okay, that is OC is equal to OR. Since it also this is perpendicular, and you know that the perpendicular bisects the chord, and you are told AB is equal to PQ. That means half of AB is equal to half of PQ. What is half of AB? That is CB and RQ. So you got that CB is equal to RQ. You also have OB is equal to OQ because they are the radii. This is 90 degree. Therefore, the two triangles are congruent. Corresponding sides are also congruent. Okay. You have it on page number 80. Page number 80.